What is going on, you guys? Welcome to the Wrestling World Podcast. I am your host, AJ. Before we get into tonight's video, hit that like and sub button and hit that notification bell for your latest wrestling news, rumors, content, and spoilers. I apologize ahead of time for the late review. Normally after Raw, I post a review of Raw or SmackDown, but tonight I got home a little late, so I just finished up Raw. And so let's talk about it. Now, Raw tonight was full of surprises and big returns. Some might even say that Monday Night Raw tonight was better than Wrestlemania for various reasons. Monday Night Raw started off with John Cena coming out, the new 17-time world champion, I might add. He came out, cut a promo saying how we're unworthy, how he's taking the belt home with him, and the WWE is going to have to come up with a new belt because John Cena is the only real world champion. And everyone else after him will be a fake world champion. Cena goes on and he keeps going and going, talking his trash and, all this and that. Then the unexpected happened. As Cena's cutting his promo, Randy Orton hits him with an RKO out of nowhere. Appears from behind, Cena turns around, RKO. What does this mean? This means we will be seeing Randy Orton versus John Cena in the near future as John Cena's first feud as world champion. But this may set up later dates as, Cena versus Punk, Cena versus whoever. But this is special because these guys have history together. Randy Orton being the heel and Cena being the babyface in the past, but now roles are reversed. And that to me is freaking awesome. Moving on, we saw Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria take on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez in a WrestleMania rematch from last night. Only this time, Liv Morgan and Raquel recapture their titles, and Becky Lynch was not too happy, let's just say that. Becky Lynch attacked Lyra Valkyria and turned heel, much like her husband, Seth Rollins. Now, some may not be happy about this, but it makes sense. Turn Becky heel. She's a great heel. Does she need a tag team run? Not really. So it makes sense. But yes, Becky's a heel. As for big surprises, we saw the return of Rusev tonight, taking out Alpha Academy. Now note that Rusev did not side with the babyfaces. He took out the babyfaces. So does this mean that Rusev is joining the New Day? Or does this mean Rusev just wanted to make a statement? Who knows? I don't know. But going forward, I think Rusev will be booked a heel, and that will be pretty cool. But yes, Rusev returns to WWE, and let's hope for a big push. But we'll see. We also saw the debut of NXT Stephanie Vaquer. Can't say her last name. But anyways, she came out during Io Sky's promo. So that was pretty cool. Last but not least, we saw Dominic take on Penta. Well, this isn't last, but whatever. Dominic take on Penta. Dominic retains. We saw Jey Uso celebrate with Sammy and Jimmy. And we saw Bron Breaker side with Seth Rollins, much like Paul Heyman. So does this mean that Bron Breaker's a Paul Heyman guy now? I don't know. But there was a big brawl between Punk and Seth and Roman. and Bron Breaker was helping Seth Rollins, and it may look like Breaker's now aligning with Seth Rollins and becoming a Paul Heyman guy, which I think will elevate Bron Breaker in the future. So to me, that's pretty cool. Bron Breaker already a big star. Paul Heyman will make this guy a much bigger star. And so I think Raw tonight is setting up some great stories, big returns, and I think Raw tonight kind of made up for WrestleMania last night. WrestleMania last night had its moments, but overall just wasn't the greatest. I won't say it's bad. It was okay. You know, they had their moments, all I'm going to say, like I said in last night's review. But I think Raw tonight made up for it, and I, for one, am pretty excited about this. But what do you guys think of Raw tonight, guys? Like I said, sorry for the late review. Got home late, but I'm here. And I thought Raw was pretty good. But what about you guys? Let me know in the comments. I, for one, am excited for Randy Orton versus Cena. That's going to be freaking awesome. But what do you think? Let me know. Have a good day. Like and sub. Good night.